To our next story, which has been a disappointment to a lot of people. Now, a list that says UAE is not safe to travel shocks the audience, and we have their reactions now in a recent survey conducted by Berkshire Hathaway Travel Protection, where they surveyed American travelers and the results for the safest countries to travel in 2024. UAE has not made the cut, and that upset people for some reason. Of course, why wouldn't it, right?
So UAE not being on the safest countries to travel list leads to shocked reactions, as Canada has got the first place for the safest countries to travel, and Brazil as the last place, with Dubai being marked as the safest city in the world. The survey has upset some people.
Now, Casey and I are going to be reading some reactions to the survey. Of course, there are a lot. We have like more vlogs that was saying this list is cap. Of course, you guys. I mean, at this point, why isn't Dubai on it, right? I mean, Dubai is one of the safest countries. There was a study that was done prior to that Dubai is one of the safest cities in the world to travel to. And then there's as well another comment that does say, lol, there's no way Brazil is safer than Dubai. I mean, you guys, Brazil is known to be a dangerous country as well. I feel like at this point, this list is probably the people who, you know, replied to the survey. They probably don't know Dubai or haven't visited.
It's Berkshire Hathaway, so it's a well-renowned not a survey, travel survey, but you know, it's a well-respected platform that would have released it. And what's interesting is Bloomberg in the last day or two, they released something about there's a city in Brazil which isn't on the coastline, it's not in the center, and it's become they're saying it's the new Dubai because it's safe.
Okay.
And that's what, but it's the new Dubai, but it's acknowledging, Bloomberg is acknowledging that we are safe. And it's not even that we need top lists. Like, we feel it in our bones as, you know, women, you know, if you're walking the street late at night, if you're staying at home alone, you don't have that fear that you have in other countries. And it's Dubai's, probably the fact that we haven't listed on this, you know, international list makes it our best kept secret. You know, my mum, who's 70 here, one of her friends has moved from New York here. She spends 6 months of the week of the year here. And the one reason she does it, the only reason I asked her, like, why have you moved around the world to set up shop here when you have your life there? And she said, because of safety.
100%.
We are so blessed.
I mean, it's not only it's safe, and your rights are reserved, whether you're a local or whether you're a resident. I have said this story, I think, 3 times on the show. I thought I've lost 13,000 dirhams in cash because I had an issue with my bank, and they told me to just like withdraw all of my money. And what happened was I forgot the envelope somewhere. I got them next day. I mean,
Paris, one of the people, she dropped an envelope of cash.
That's
you always read about people. We share stories constantly, like taxi driver hands in 20,000 dirham cash, and you're like,
oh God, yeah,
your heart would stop.
That's me. But you know, like I do understand like the I would say disappointment of like people. Why didn't Dubai make the cut? But it's as well understandable. Maybe they just like don't know how safe Dubai is.
We do have surveys on these things. We generally tend to also rank top as safest city in the world, and I think that's what surprises people, because whenever we do rank as the top listing, we shout about it, we're proud of it.
That's true.
And then to not even feature here is quite surprising. But you know, as I said, I do think it's our best kept secret, and we're so lucky to live in such a safe city.
Yeah.
So speaking of international fame, it's 8:50, which means it's time. Farhana is back in studio.